I'm Carla.
I'm Laura.
And we're Roca. Welcome to our channel. So today we're bringing you another video. Some of you may know, some of you are new here. We moved to Korea. Not right now, we're still in Barcelona. We're filming this before, so we have time to edit. But yes, if we're posting this, is that we made it to Korea. Mostly.
Yes.
Yeah, because maybe
Please.
yes, please, but I mean, maybe we don't, okay? But the thing is, we wanted to make a video about how to get the visa.
Yes, because if you are new here, you can
Yeah.
go and check out our past video,
Not the previous one.
the previous
Well, we will leave
video,
it here, yeah.
explaining what we're doing,
Yeah.
which is we're taking a year and going to South Korea. But we wanted to make a video explaining all the details about the visa that we
Yes.
got, because it's like a tricky
I
process.
mean, it's not that it's like difficult, but there are so many things that you can't find information on. You need to like look for it, and then you ask the embassy,
Yeah.
and they go no.
And it's not easy.
It's not easy. That's basically the problem, because once you have it, it's like okay, keep
Yeah.
going, but you don't know where to look for it and everything like that. So we decided that we would make like a video explaining the visa that we got, which is the working holiday visa.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we will walk through a bit the steps and everything that
the
we
process
yeah.
and all the documents that
So
we
it can be
need.
helpful. We're gonna put subtitles in Spanish, in case you're interested. Also, we'll put it in the beginning, but just as a reminder.
Yes.
And also, before we start with all the thingies, if you want to follow our journey in Korea, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll also leave like our Instagram here also, so you can follow us. And yes, I mean, we will try to show you the best that we can, our life in Korea, what to do in Korea, and everything like that. But first, this, and then from this video on, it's already gonna be Korea life.
The exciting part.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's start.
Yay!
Let's help you.
Let's start.
Yes.
So, first of all, what
First.
visa did we get? We have everything written down
Yeah.
here. What visa did we get?
Not really said that, but
Yeah,
yes.
we got the working holiday visa,
Yes.
which is H1. We had two options basically
Yes.
to go, because we're going there and we're gonna be studying Korean. So there were two options, which one is the D4, which is basically the student visa, and the other one was H1, which is the one that we decided to get.
Yes.
What's the difference between these two? Obviously, for the student one, you need to be enrolled in a university
Yes.
or in an academy or something like that. And the thing with this one is that it's more like strict, the
Yeah.
time that you can
Yeah.
be in Korea.
It's like if you pay for 3 months in university, you're there for 3 months. If you pay
Yeah.
6, you're there for 6. And for example, the universities normally, if you want to be like 6 months for sure, you need to pay the 6 months in advance. Then you can extend it. The good thing about this one is that you can keep extending it till 2 years. I think it was
I
2
think
years.
so.
You can keep like extending
Yeah,
it.
as long as you keep paying,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
just stay there.
And also, when you're there like 6 months, you can get like a part-time job. So that would help you like for the process. But then we got the working holiday visa mostly because it's like a year. This one you can extend it. It's like
No,
a
it's
year.
12 months. That's
yeah,
all you
you
get.
can be there less time if you want, but
You
the
cannot
maximum
extend it.
is like 12. If you want to change visas or anything like that, I guess you can check. We will figure out eventually. But you need to leave the country for sure, and then
Come back.
come back in
With
Korea. You can extend it
something else.
inside or change visas inside the
In
country.
the south country.
And the good part of this one is like if you want to study 3 months, you study 3 months, and then the rest you do another thing.
If you don't want to study, you don't need to study.
You can be just working there part time.
Yeah.
They allow you to do that. It's like not something that is like professional. More like
Something that you're not
Yeah.
required, like a very specific degree.
degree or language. You can be a teacher because
Yeah.
there's a specific visa for that, so you can be a teacher there. And I don't know, you can work in like a supermarket, in the stores, in hotels
Yeah.
like reception.
Yeah, like a
Everything.
waiter.
Yeah.
Also, all these kind of jobs you can do that,
Yes.
as long as it doesn't go over 20 hours.
25 is like
25.
well,
20,
around there.
25 hours. a
Part-time
week.
job, fully, 4 hours a day basically.
So yeah, and this visa is also meant for young people between 18 and 30 years old
Yes.
who want to like travel and enjoy the life in that country.
Yes. And
In
this
this
is a
case.
visa that once they give it to you, you have only 3 months to leave the country that you're in and get
Enter
inside.
the other one, and
Yeah.
then the 12 months start when you get there.
Yes, basically. So this is the difference between them, and we decided to get the H1 basically because it gives us more freedom on
Yes.
whatever we want to do, because we want to study, but we also want to travel
Around there.
yeah, country and make videos and everything like that. So we just want like first Korean because we need it, and that's the main point for going.
Yeah.
And then we just want to enjoy the rest of our stay. Now, step 2 is telling you with all the documents, just in case, because this is in Spain, okay?
Yes.
For example, if you're from Barcelona, you can get to the consulate
Consulate.
in Barcelona, and if you are from the rest of Spain,
You need to go to
To Madrid.
Madrid to the embassy.
yes.
Or I think if you're from Canary Islands, there's also
Oh,
a consulate
yeah.
over there. I'm not sure where, but yeah, anywhere, wherever you're from, you need to go to the consulate or embassy in person.
in person
You
to
need
give
to,
it.
yeah, you need to apply in person.
Yeah.
So, what are the necessary documents?
Okay.
First thing you need is an ID picture, a recent ID picture.
And you need to check in your country what accepted, because sometimes you need to show the forehead, sometimes you need to show the ears. It depends on the country. So just in case, check
Just
that in
check.
advance,
Just check.
depending on your country and everything like that. Here, mostly you just need to show the eyebrows,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because
and that's it.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
That's fine.
But it's an
So-
ID, a recent ID picture.
Yeah. Second thing, you need to have a passport, obviously, and it needs to be valid during all your stay. Like
Yes.
if you want to move there in January, it needs to be valid until the following January.
Yeah, you need enough time to be there for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can leave if your passport expires. It needs to like be not new, but have enough
Yes.
time to be there
Yes.
and come back without having the problems.
Yeah.
So yes,
Then you need the copy of the passport, the part where it's like your
your face.
personal details and all that stuff.
They need a
Because
copy.
here they need a copy.
Because I keep it.
Yes. Then you need the bank certificate.
Yes.
And when you go to the embassy, it needs to be no more than 10 days old.
Yes.
So it has to have your recent balance in your bank. And here you have two options. It can either have like more than 3,000 euros, but then you need to show them your flight details, because that means that you already have a booked flight,
The return flight.
the return flight, so you already have that flight. But I mean, we
Yeah.
went for the other option because I think it's the
It's the
most,
safest.
yeah, it's the safest
And easier.
one, which is showing that you have more than 4,000 euros. In this case, it's euros
Yeah.
because it's Spain.
Yeah.
Because that means that you have enough money to live there, the 3,000 euros, and 1,000 euros
for the
to
flight.
book the flights.
Yeah.
In this case, it's just like 4,000 euros because you're going there and you can have a job
Yeah,
there.
it can work.
So you don't need that much money. If you went for the student one,
You need more money.
You need at least like 10,000.
They changed it, I think.
But
But it's more
something like
money.
that,
This
yeah.
one is like just enough. And if you know for sure that you're leaving 4 months, then yes, you can get the flight back. But how do I get the return flight when I don't know when I'm coming
Yeah,
back?
and,
It's
and
like-
also imagine that something happens and they don't give you that visa, then
yeah.
you have the flight already and maybe you cannot
Yeah.
cancel it. So
So it's better to
Yes.
go for the second option if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just 1,000 more, so
Yeah.
it's not that much.
then you also need a criminal record certificate, which is like, yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, you have to go to the website, to the... Where did we get?
I mean,
It's like the
somewhere
police.
around the police and
National
government,
police, yeah.
something like that, and then you follow all the steps. I mean, if
It's
you put
really
it on,
easy, it's really easy.
Google, then you will find the page because that's
yeah,
what we
you just need
did.
to like look for it,
And-
and it's really easy to be
Yeah,
honest.
it sounded like hard before, like
We're like, where do we
get?
get that? No,
Yeah.
you just look for it. You enter to the website. You like fill all the information. You pay like a small fee,
Yeah, I think it was like 3 euros.
something like that, and in the moment you have the paper. So this is really easy. I mean, if there are questions, let us know down below or
Yeah.
on Instagram, and we will try to solve it.
But this one, honestly, it
This
was
was really
easy, easy one. Okay, then also, what do you need to be there? Like while you're there,
Yeah.
you need a health insurance policy.
Yes, and I have some.
That it needs to be valid during
Your
your
stay.
stay, like more or less. Then you can change it a little bit or not. And yeah, here there are a lot of options. You can look for them. There's like so many. But we went for Chapka,
Chapka.
which I think it's a French.
It's French,
It's
it's
a
French.
French
Yeah, company. And they have like a specific
like type
type
of
insurance that is for working holiday. So that's really nice because you get everything that you need, and also the price wasn't that much.
Yeah.
In the beginning we checked some, it was like 1,000 or something like that. It's like,
Which
I mean,
also it's not that
it's
much.
not that much because it covers a lot, but it's still painful. With this one, it was for a full year. Honestly, for a full year, it was 4,000.
400.
400, yeah.
400.
410 euros.
Yeah.
So that's fine for like full
Like
year.
a year.
And it
Yeah.
covers a lot of things. I mean, mostly everything.
Yeah.
So-
like basic stuff that you might need, it's
Yes,
covered.
It's covered.
And also make sure when you're getting the health insurance that it has like cancellation or like
Yes, because if they tell you that they don't give you the visa, then what do you do with that?
yeah. So with this one we could like tell them and then we would get our money back. So
yeah, if you like show them that they denied your visa, they give you the money. So
Yeah.
this is a really nice company. I mean,
just
we checked several, and this one I will
Yeah.
recommend for now at least. Then we will maybe like
Maybe not.
few more, no, but for now yes. For the price and what it
Yeah,
gives you, it's like okay.
it looked like a good option. Then you need a medical certificate. With this one, I think it was like the most
difficult one. Well,
Yeah.
it was not difficult. It was confusing at first because, for example, in some places they tell you like that you just need to get it in like I don't know how you.
like the place where you buy.
In Spain, it's like tabacs, where you buy cigarettes and everything like that. Outside Spain, we're not sure when you can get that, but it said that it was like a paper that you just buy there and you go to a medical center or your own
doctor.
and they just sign it for you because it needs to be, you have it here.
Yeah, it needs to show that you don't have any of the diseases shown in the International Medical Regulation from 2005.
So everything there was fine, but then when I called my doctor, thanks God the woman had a son that had to do it for another reason. And she was like, are you sure it's that? Because there are two kind of. Which is one that is like the normal one that you can buy in these places that we said and they just sign it. And there's another one that is like the official one. And you need to check on the website if the embassy or the consulate tells you if it has to be the official one, the official certificate.
Which probably will be.
It will be, because thanks God she told us that, because then we managed to get the
yeah, we went, like, we looked for it on the internet and called many different places because there were places that they didn't do this kind of certificate. But yeah, we went to like a private
private place clinic.
Yeah, and we just got there, we just paid for it.
Like
I was like like for 40,
50, well, it's
40, 50 euros,
yes.
and then they did like a couple of simple tests, very basic.
Yeah, we did not know, we just paid, and suddenly the girl is like, you can come in. I was like, the first one, I'm like, what are you gonna do to me? But well, we survived, we made it.
Yeah, it was a couple of basic tests, and then...
But this is something that I would have appreciated if it was explained somewhere, you know? That's why we're making this video, for people that is confused, and we're trying to help. Really trying, maybe we're not, but yes, but
yes.
So,
yeah, just check exactly the name and tell them, like, show them the name exactly, because there are like a lot of different ones and it can be confusing. Then what else do we need? Well, you need
we already got
you need the travel plan. Okay, so it's like basically 20 lines written on Word or whatever you want.
I mean, it depends on your like country, but for example, in Spain you can do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Or English, one of the two, or Korean if you want. but
maybe.
yeah. But
well,
for example, Catalan, which is what we speak in Barcelona mostly, they don't accept it. So be careful with that. That maybe you need to do it in a certain language. So
Yeah.
everything should be in the website.
so it's a travel plan, like just general information of what you're planning to do there.
Yes.
And why you are the right person to go, because I think this visa, they here in Spain they give
Give
like
1,000
1,000 a year.
a year.
So
And in other countries, I think they give more. In other countries, they give less. But here it's like 1,000. I mean, we were a bit lucky that with the situation, they opened the visa in September
yes,
after COVID. So
there weren't that
That many
many
people applying.
applications. So just tell them a little bit why you want to go to Korea.
Yes.
What are your plans, general plans? If you want to study, if you want to travel, if you want to just I don't know, do
Yeah.
YouTube channel and show people around
But
Korea.
be clear that you can't write there that you're going there to work or to look for a professional job, because they don't want that. It's like a visa for your freedom to enjoy, like a gap year for the youth and everything like that. So if you just go there like, yes, I want to work, I want to find a job, they will be like, that's not how it works.
The visa
The
you
visa
should
you
be
need.
applying for.
And it could be dangerous for them, because maybe then you would try to get a job there and you can't do it. You know, it's like illegal if you get like a full-time job there with this visa. So
So,
keep that in mind.
Just a little bit of
Yeah.
information. Then you need obviously the visa application.
Application is
the
the last
form.
thing that we need.
Yes, yes, that's the last document that you need.
It's been a while already.
It is the application that you can download on the website and then fill it in. Just be careful when you're filling it in,
Yeah.
because there's like a lot of information that you're like, I'm not sure what I should put here.
We printed 4, and thank God, because I fucked up as always. So yes.
yeah.
Basically, you need to fill it in like capital letters and in English. Well, basically, it's gonna be the first page. I guess everyone's gonna be the same one or similar. You need to like put your photo, then like fill in your names and everything like that, date of birth, country of birth.
Yeah,
For
personal
example,
information.
all the information. There's a part, for example, status of a stay, we were not sure what that was, and it's the type of visa, it was H1, but the guy from the embassy was like, it's fine, I will fill it for you, because if you have doubts, they will help
It's
you.
better just leave
Yeah,
that
leave that blank instead of doing it.
It's fine.
Then you need all the passport information, your contact information, then the education that you have, the current employment that you have. I mean, they need to know everything. And then you need to put all the details because of your visit, if like tourism, study, or anything like that. And then you need also to fill the last 5 countries you've been to and when you were there.
Why? I don't know. But
Well, I don't know, but yes, we had to do that, and it was so annoying because the last 5 countries that we were, it's like we were together to all of them. The guy was like,
so it was basically the same.
"Mais juntas, we going together." We're like, hey, yes, maybe. Then funding details, for example, they say like name of the person, organization.
Myself.
Real. I mean,
Yeah, that's what we put.
Yeah.
And we got the visa, so it's fine.
And yeah, that's basically it. And when you have all of this, okay, you just go to the consulate.
Yes.
A small parenthesis here. If you want to apply to university with this visa, you need to have this visa
Before
applying. Like accepted, you need to have it before applying because they ask for the visa.
Yeah, you need to have like proof that you have
Yeah.
the visa to go there.
Because the D4, you apply and when they accept you, you get the visa, the D4 visa. But the H1, you need the visa. H1 or other visas like that, you need the visa first and then you apply to university. So that's why we are a bit like, we forget a bit because it's been in November. So
It's been
yes.
a while. Yes. That was a little bit confusing too. But
Yes.
Yeah. So just going to the embassy, you need to book an appointment beforehand.
Yes.
And here in Barcelona, for example, they just like to get visas, you just can go on Wednesdays
Wednesday
or
on
Fridays.
Fridays. Yes. And so, like in the morning. Good. You just don't go.
Yeah.
any
So
other
just
time.
book the appointment, and before going, if you have any doubt, like regarding anything, you cannot call them about
You
that.
have to
You just have
always email
to
them.
email them. Maybe they take a while replying. Yes. Maybe they are not that helpful.
but still, I
But
guess
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So just book the appointment, then
Yes.
you go there with all the documents in hand, yay, everything printed obviously,
Yes.
and
basically the guy will just check everything that you have, and if he has like some questions, he will come back and ask for them. For us, it was like just like he asked where will we stay. It was at like Seoul, Hincheon area, and basically that. And then if you're there right now in this situation, if you're there more than 3 months, you can get quarantine on Airbnb. If you're less than 3 months, you have to quarantine in a hotel that they give you. So they make you sign also like a paper that you accept that you have to quarantine.
yeah,
So,
that's what you
yes.
have to do. If you don't have to do that, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
But yes, for us it was
But we
like
had
that.
to like sign that paper, and yeah, then we're doing it on Airbnb, and then that was it. The guy was like, okay, safe trip. I was like,
Yeah, okay, it was like,
does it mean that you give it to me?
It was like, check the website in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. And when those like 2 weeks passed, 2-3 weeks, the guy called us to ask like, are you vaccinated? Did you get COVID? How are you feeling? Blah blah blah. And he just said, okay, I will make it for you today. And then you just check the website like in the afternoon or something like that, and you get just the piece of paper basically. And you just go there with that paper. It's like you have nothing else, just that paper, and we play, we make it.
So yeah, that's basically all the process.
Yeah, I think so. Well, what you need to live right now, in the situation that we are in, that is like 27th of January, you need to quarantine there, so you need all
The information where you're going to be
and
quarantined.
everything like that. Then you will need a SIM, so get one in the airport or book it and pick it up in the airport. You also will need a PCR before leaving, 48 hours before leaving, and then you will have to get one day after in the
when you get there to Korea.
and then in the 10th day, which is gonna be fantastic. I panic. But yes, and basically that's it. You don't need much. I mean, they don't require you to be vaccinated, which you should be. Because, for example, Laura got the third today. I'm getting it next week because we wanted to get it just in case. Because there you can get it, but till you don't have the alien card, like your ID there, it's a bit more difficult. So maybe you spend 3-4 weeks that you just cannot go anywhere. Because with two there, with more than 6 months, which is our case, we just can't go anywhere. Besides doing it a PCR every time, which I'm not gonna do.
So yeah, it was easier getting it before going there because makes everything
easier in this situation, you know,
yes.
guys, because actually it's like really stressful. I mean, I think it's more stressful, this situation now with the COVID and how they get there and everything like that, rather than when we have to apply for everything.
Yes,
But
it was
yes.
okay because all the documents, I mean, they were pretty easy to
it's just
to find.
You just need to know how it's
exactly.
like. You need to know where and how, and then
just undo it with time. Like just
do it with
don't
time.
wait until the last week to find everything because then
then you don't have time, honestly.
But yes.
But if you do it with time, we did it in like 1 month before applying. We just started moving everything, so it's better to do it like that way. And mostly as we work full time, it's like I had no time to go anywhere and do everything, so I had to
make
space
sure
like
you
that.
have everything on time
Yes.
to go to the consulate and everything.
So yes, it's a bit a long video, but I think it's like really informative and we explain a lot of things.
Hopefully it helps you.
No, but really, you can ask down below or just
text us on
Instagram. It's fine, we can do that. I mean, we will help because we were struggling. We even asked people on Instagram and they did never reply, which was like, thanks for nothing. We don't want to do that. We want to help people because it's not easy. And for example, we did it together, which helps because like one is trying for one side, another one is trying on the other side. Now I'm coming, you're coming. But if you're doing this alone, it's stressful. You know, it's not fun, to be honest. So yes, basically that's it. And as I said before, if you want to follow our Live in Korea, you can subscribe and follow our Instagram. We have like personal ones, and then we have like a share one with this messier. And yes, that's it, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.